Hello guys, welcome back to a new video, and in this video I'm going to cover how to solve one-step division equations with negatives. Now, when we solve one-step equations, we want to isolate the variable, which means get it by itself. Basically, we want to undo whatever is being done to the variable, that way the variable is by itself on one side of the equation. We do this by using the inverse or opposite operation. And keep in mind, it is very important that whatever is done to one side of the equation, it must be done to the other side. That keeps everything balanced and equal. Let's jump into number 1, where we have x divided by minus 6 equals minus 7. So this basically says something divided by minus 6 will equal minus 7. And we have to figure out what this is. So the first step we're going to take is we're going to isolate the variable. And again, we do this by inversing our operation. We are given division. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply the both sides by minus 6, like this. Times minus 6. So we're going to times this by minus 6. This cancels each other out. So we are just left with our variable. Now we have to do it on this side also. Times minus 6. Minus 7 times minus 6 equals 42. And if you're a bit confused on how it can be a positive number, just go watch my other videos about positives and negatives, and I will teach you guys how it can be a positive number when we're multiplying two negative numbers. So we get an answer of 42. So, but now we are basically done. But also, if you want to check if it is the correct answer, you can plug it in right here. So if you do 42 divided by minus 6, do we get minus 7? In this case, yes, we do. So that tells us that this is the correct final answer of the first example. Now let's go over to the second example, where we have y divided by minus 8 equals 9. So again, we're basically it says this, something divided by minus 8 equals 9. And again, the first step is we're going to isolate it. So we're going to inverse our operation. So turn it to a multiplication like this, times minus 8. Again, these two cancel each other out, so we're just left with the y, with our variable. Now we're going to do it at the other side again, times minus 8. 9 times minus 8 equals minus 72. And this time we have a minus final answer, because we're multiplying a positive by a negative. So now to check if the answer is correct, we're going to plug it in right here. So minus 72, you can cross the variable out if you want. So minus 72 divided by minus 8 will equal 9. And again, if you're confused about why we have a positive answer right here, just go watch my other videos about positive and negative. You will understand and then come right back. So this tells us that our second answer is correct. So now let's go over to the third example, where we have a divided by minus 4 equals minus 12. Again, something divided by minus 4 will equal minus 12. And if you're good at mental math, maybe you could do this without using the whole method. But in this video, I'm going to show you with using the method on how to isolate the variable and then solve the rest of the problem. So to isolate the variable, we're going to change it to multiplication again. So we're going to do times minus 4. This will cancel each other out. So we are just left with our variable. Now we're going to do it at the other side. So minus 12 multiplied by minus 4 will equal 48. 48. This will be our final answer. Again, we can check this by plugging it in instead of the variable. So we get 48 divided by minus 4 will equal 12 minus 12. So that tells us that this answer again is correct. So now let's go over to our last example. For our last example, we have b divided by minus 9 equals 5. Again, something divided by 9 minus 5 equals 5. Minus 9, I mean, equals 5. So, again, we're going to isolate the variable. So we're going to do times minus 9 at both sides. Times minus 9. So, these two, again, cancel each other out. So, we're back at the variable. We have isolated it, and now we just have to go one step. 5 times minus 9 will equal minus 45. So, now for the last step, we're going to check if the answer is correct. Minus 45 divided by minus 9 will equal 5. So, our final answer of the last example will be correct. I hope you guys understand it now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments, and this was Mr. Mathz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.